So right now there's a bug on pretty much every AutoHaven map and Forgotten Ruins and maybe Borgo as well, where some parts of the map won't generate, and so it would appear as a flat block, maybe like different colours. It could be like red or blue and green. It's usually used in like testing maps, which you can see is like the dev build. If you've ever tried that, it's very good for making YouTube videos and thumbnails, stuff like that. And so we're starting on Forgotten Ruins, which I don't know if survivors brought this map, but sometimes survivors will abuse this bug to not get downed, because the killer can't chase them if they run off the map or they like crawl off the map. Usually there's a hook near it, so they can easily just get unhooked and then run off the maps, and then they'll land in a certain place in the map that new killers might not know where they spawn. I don't know where they spawn because I'm not familiar with this bug. I've seen it before in the 3.0 dev build before, but it never used to take you back to a certain spot. It would always just take you on top of where you dropped before. So this is kind of a new bug. Luckily I was playing with really nice Twitch streamers. They didn't abuse the bug in this first match. They just played, they thought it was funny, and I thought it was funny as well, so I've just played along with it. In the second match, I play against a bit of a more sweaty team where they do abuse the bug. Well, one particular person would abuse the bug. They would do gens near the ungenerated area, so when I take chase with them they would just run off the map, and then I wouldn't know where they would respawn. But yeah, this is the map, well, the ungenerated part. It's very small. Usually when it appears like this, it means it's unfinished. It's used in like the PTB. This was actually in the PTB. You could run behind the main building or like get out of the areas that you've meant to be in. You could go out of bounds, and you'd see that red bright ungenerated space, but inside the building and stuff. This isn't my favourite map. I feel like it's really difficult to play killer when there's a whole main on the inside. The main feels like it's its own map, and then it also has the outside, which is pretty big. It's kind of mid-sized, but the fact that there's a whole giant inside and this, it makes it hard to get around. Although the portals do allow you to get around the map easily, the survivors can abuse it right now. I feel like it will get toned down, fixed somehow. To begin with, I'm sure that survivors were invincible at first when it came out, when they went through a portal, but now you can grab them and hit them just before they go through, which makes it a bit better. But if the survivor does manage to get through the portal, then they get huge distance. But yeah, I just keep dropping them down the ungenerated area. I think the Cheryl really did bring this map because she really wanted to take chase first. And yeah, she knew exactly where it was. She wanted to take chase there again and just ran off the map. I'm pretty sure they spawn at the bottom of main. Now that I've done this match, it just seemed like they all grouped up at the bottom of this main building when they jump off the edge of the map. See, yeah, so I get notifications that they're healing or they've first spotted something. They're doing something down here. It seems like they've grouped up and the Cheryl's here. So that's why it makes me think that this is where they spawn, because there's only one spawn point. There's one spawn point for the killer and one spawn point for the survivors. I'm not sure how that missed, because that would have hit me, definitely. But yeah, she's just running right to the edge of the map. And then I'm just going to wherever I think they spawn. Luckily I find this Lara. I don't know if she knows about this bug or not. I think she's trying to run to it so she can run off the edge of the map. Yeah, she does. Yeah. It's pretty funny to watch, but it could also be really... It could definitely cost you a whole game just to run off the edge of the map and let the killer lose a whole hook because behaviour decided not to fix their map. So I go back down to the bottom of main to see if it is true that they do spawn at the bottom of the map. And straight away I find the Cheryl just taking chase with her and just trying to just take the portals to get to the ungenerated side of the map. Yeah, and it takes us right there. But this is probably the best map to exploit it on. When I was playing the game, it seemed like they were just having fun, but now looking back at it, it seems like they are really trying to exploit this. Which I don't mind, it's just a bit of fun to me. This is the first time I've seen it, so I just had fun with it. It's not like I was going to win the game when they were exploiting this ungenerated side of the map, so I just had fun with it as well. I just checked all the other gens as well, just to see if they're actually doing any other gens or not. I end up getting a really good chase here. Well, she disappears because I'm not sure where our footsteps went. I heard our footsteps last second, but I'm not sure what direction they went in, and I'm not sure how she ran through me without any breathing noises. Usually there is some audio issues with Spirit, there always has been, there always will be. I just catch the glimpse of the Cheryl right at the last second, but we know where she's going right to the ungenerated side of the map to jump off the edge. Oh, but she wouldn't have made it, so she tried to get the portal and luckily I got the grab. But I just give her the edge of the map anyway. And then I think I go down to the bottom of the map just to see if she is down here. I'm not sure, I'm not too bothered at the gens are going. I just want to try and find where they spawn after they've jumped off the edge of this map. I thought she was much closer than what she actually was, so I tried to just not lunge for it. And this Sybil is giving me good chases, she's actually trying, so yeah, I took the chase with her instead, and yeah, she's pretty good when she has a loop to get to, or when she has a jungle gym to get to. So I just put her off the edge as well because she's actually trying to play the game, she's not trying to exploit. So I got up to the Shack gen because no one's been working on it for a while, and I just feel like that's the last one that they're going to be working on. But then I realised that they've got a generator right next to where the edge of the map is. Yeah, so I go back down to the bottom of the map to see if the Cheryl actually landed there, and she did. So this is where they spawn, this main room, which is usually actually where the survivors spawn. When I play survivor on this map, this is usually where I spawn, at the bottom of the building. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, I like to short swing into people that are camping pallets, and usually it works because the hitbox just manages to get there before they can drop the pallet. She ended up bringing AutoHaven instead, which is just as bad. Cheryl did bring... So I'm guessing somebody brought this map, probably the Renato that brought this map, because he really liked the edge of this map. He tried to exploit it as best as he could. So they all spawn up here at the shack. If I'm at the bottom of the map, they spawn at the top of the map, just because it's the max distance, so it's a fair spawn for survivors basically. I don't have it completely memorised their exact spot, but there are diagrams out there that people have made, usually in like the comp scene they make it, which is helpful if you really want to know that stuff, but I just try and get a general idea of how it works. Luckily I know where they all are because they all spawned up here, but the Sable managed to get a pallet stun on me. I thought my short swing would get through the pallet, but it didn't. So this Renato, he knows exactly where the location is of this ungenerated space, and he runs straight to it. I just let him run off of it. I don't take it too seriously because I think it's kind of funny, survivors running off the map and then they come back. So I come back up to the shack because they're all still here. They really want this generator finished for some reason. And I heard the Renato up there because he was injured at the time. So I think for this map, they do spawn back up at the shack, which is also where they spawned originally, coming into the map. They've eventually split up because they realise that they can't get this generator done and it's too risky to keep grouped up all the time. Someone does stay for the save though. They were stealthing around, kind of wasting time, and it was the Sable. She is my obsession, so I kind of don't want to chase her because of save the best for last. She probably has finesse life. She definitely has life because of the speed boost that she got when I came out. I see the Nia getting ready for a flashlight save, so I just turn around quickly and pick her up. Three hooks at 5 gens, which is pretty good. I'm not sure if this is a group, it probably is at least a 2 stack. So there's a duo down here. I think the Renato's down here as well because if I was to chase the Renato, he would be ready to run off the map. The Vittorio, I don't think he knows that you could drop off the map, so I'm guessing he's solo. And imagine I realised that he vaulted the pallet because of the dust, which is on the opposite side from where I am. So that's like an indicator on if someone has quick and quiet, they can vault the pallet but dust will still show up on the pallet. So I just go back up to the shack because I'm guessing somebody's still here trying to get this generator done. Just give it a quick kick because it loses some footage and it kind of wastes the Nia's time. The Sable is also here. So this is kind of a good time waste, kicking that generator, and then only the Nia could really work on it. Just short of a swing there to catch her out. But I get her. And the Nia is just chasing me around. It turns out she didn't have a flashlight. She actually is ready to pick up with Buckle Up and for the people in the arena. Maybe not Buckle Up, but probably because it gives endurance, I'm sure. Unless they've patched that out, but I'm sure if she's coming in with for the people, then she would be ready. But yeah, the Renato just knows to run straight there. He spawns up at the top, I think, and that's what I go to check, because they all spawned up at this area. But he's also got a med kit to quickly heal himself. By the time I get up to where he spawns, he could probably already be healed. But I think it's not exactly Shark that they spawn at. I think it's slightly away, but I don't have time to go around checking, so I just continue the chase with Nia. And I just block that window vault so she can't get over. Nia's are pretty loud. She has pretty loud injured noises. That was very smart from her. I feel like that would have hit me if it was on my connection. Yeah, she was just running in a straight line, so it's pretty simple to catch her out. And they get that generator done, which means that there's no generators left near that area for to take chase. So that means that the Renato kind of has to be out of position now to be able to use that exploit. What she is, this is him out of place, so this is my best chance to take chase. I don't hear him at all, I don't hear any breathing or footsteps. He is a really quiet character. I didn't hear any footsteps or breathing again, so I just luckily caught him off. But yeah, that's him going towards this area, and it's hard to hear all of them. Every survivor, when they're grouped together, it's hard to separate them and figure out who's who. I could hear the Renato's injured noises, but then also there's other footsteps going around, so it's hard to pinpoint. I think the Vittorio is in fact a duo with the Renato, and the Sable is now here as well, so there might even be a 4-star. They're all protecting him. The Nia got him up with for the people Buckle Up, and he's already away off the map. The Vittorio is out of the game. So I just decided to take it as well to see what it would spawn me, and it does not help me at all. It just takes me right exactly where what happens in the 3.0 build, just spawns me right back up to the top of where I dropped. But now that I know that the Vittorio, no, the Renato is here with the Nia, that must mean that they spawn at main. Maybe this is where he spawned in when we came into the map. And the Nia's always trying to get a for the people saved, but she was already injured, so I'm not sure what she was trying to do. Maybe she realised the game was already over, so she just wanted to go next.